She's got problems, man. Dude, she's got big chewing in. Oh my God. She went in? What
happened in this house behind me is simply a nightmare, and there are a lot of deeply disturbing questions for authorities here. There were 6 bodies found in this house last week. This morning, we know there are more.
We discovered 4 additional, what we believe to be...
January 4th, 2023. Anna Walsh, a well-known real estate executive, was reported missing by her job and by her husband, Brian Walsh. Anna had a house in Massachusetts and Washington, D.C., but she was last seen near her house in Massachusetts having dinner with her husband and her friend on January 1st, 2023. Brian Walsh, her husband, was arrested on January 8th for misleading investigators by telling lies about where he was the day she went missing. On January 18th, he was charged with murder. The court footage shows the Google searches made by Brian Walsh before and after taking her life. He still denies it to this day.
January 1st, he searched how long before a body starts to smell. At 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing. At 5:20 a.m., he searched how to embalm a body. At 5:47 a.m., 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. At 6:25 a.m. on the 1st, how long for someone to be missing to inherit. At 6:34 a.m. on the 1st, can you throw away body parts? At 9:29 a.m., what does formaldehyde do? At 9:34 a.m. on the 1st, how long does DNA last? At 9:59 a.m., can identification be made on partial remains? At 11:34 a.m., dismemberment and the best ways to dispose of a body. At 11:44, how to clean blood from wooden floor. At 11:56 on the 1st, luminol to detect blood. At 1:08, what happens when you put body parts in ammonia? At 1:21 p.m., is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them?
This clip is from a TV documentary that shows Peter Madson describing what he thinks about psychopaths. With him is journalist Kim Wall on board the submarine belonging to Peter Madson. Kim was working on a story about Madson and the submarine. 11 months later, Madson was rescued from that same submarine as it was sinking. Authorities suspected that Madson sank the submarine on purpose. The reason was because of what he did to Kim Wall. He took her life and dismembered her, but claimed that she died on board and he buried her at sea. Ironically, in this video, he was giving everyone a hint at what was about to happen, really describing himself. And look at the smirk on his face.
Maybe, but one perspective would be, and this is as much me just asking you as ordinary people, you're aware of the fact maybe that psychopaths exist amongst us, human predators that walks around and grabs people and use them and throw them out used and maybe stalk them afterwards and so on. There are human predators amongst us. And psychopathic people are often very charismatic. They are excellent speakers. They're convincing. They are having illusions of self-grandeur and have no regard for anyone else. And he would try really to punish those people who have been under his spell. He will try to punish them afterwards by stalking them, by talking badly about them, all these things. There is the possibility that you've simply come upon a human predator. And I wouldn't know. Because do the psychopaths know that he's... I'm not sure.
This video was filmed in 2020 by Hannah Viverette as she was making a TikTok video. It shows a disturbing moment. A stalker climbed onto her balcony and broke into her second floor apartment while she was dancing at home alone. The man seen in the video is Angel Moises Rodriguez Gomez. Hannah claims that the man had been making uncomfortable advances toward her for months, but she usually smiled at him. Eventually, the man was caught and charged with burglary, assault, stalking, and malicious destruction of property.
Alexa, who are you? Off. Who are you? Please get out. Please get out. No, please get out. Yes. Who are you? Please get out of my apartment right now. Please get out of my apartment right now. Get out. Get out.
In 1999, parachutist Jan Davis fell to her death at Yosemite's El Capitan after her parachute failed to open. Prior to her jump, 3 other people successfully completed their jumps, and everyone thought that hers would go the same way. Unfortunately, it didn't. She jumped from 3,200 feet in a protest organized in response to the death of a man who parachuted off the same peak and drowned in a river below while trying to flee rangers. You can hear her friends' sorrow when they realize she never released her parachute. This is the video.
3, 2, 1, see ya! Yeah, nice. Poor woman. Dude, she's got problems, man. Dude, she's got big chewing in. Oh my God. What? She went in? What the fuck?
In 2002, footage captures Ian Huntley giving an interview following the disappearance of 2 10-year-old girls, Holly Marie Wells and Jessica Amy Chapman. What had already happened prior to the interview is that Ian Huntley had already taken the girls' lives after luring them into his house, telling them that his girlfriend, who was a teacher's assistant that they knew, was in the house. In fact, she was not at home. She was visiting her mother's house. Ian Huntley turned off his cell phone once the girls entered the house. Watch his body language and his facial expressions as he's interviewed. This is the video.
Ian Huntley here is a familiar figure. Evening, Ian. You're the school caretaker. The girls, Jessica and Holly, would know you, and they saw you on the front doorstep. What went on?
I don't know the girls. I was stood on the front doorstep grooming my dog down. She'd run away and come back a bit of a mess. They just came across and asked how Miss Carr was, as she used to teach them at St Andrews. I just said she weren't very good, as she hadn't got the job. And they just said, please tell her that we're very sorry. And off they walked in the direction of the library over there.
In this video, you see body cam footage of police stopping Jaleesa Thaler and investigating her vehicle. Her vehicle looked as if it had been damaged. Someone saw her car and called the police because her car had a shattered rear window and blown out tire, as she was casually driving in that condition. What they found in her trunk not only surprised the cops, but it freaked them out at the same time.
No tire there, alright. There's what?
There's blood all over the car.
Violation. I have a broken windshield and I'm missing a tire because some kids were shooting at my car. I had some.
What looks like blood in there?
It's not blood, it's deer meat. I had a big bag of, there's a farm around here that does deer meat and hamburgers.
Shotgun shells all over this.
Yeah. Holy we got a body. Yeah. Alright, let's cover it.
Yep.
There's a farm around here that does deer meat and hamburgers.
Shotgun shells all over this.
Yeah. Holy we got a body. Yeah. Alright, let's cover it.
Yep. Immediately, she was arrested and eventually found guilty of 1st and 2nd degree murder. Then she was sentenced to life in prison.